Friend functions and friend class in C++. Now, what do you mean by friend function? Basically, we have access specifiers, private, public and protected. So at this point of time, don't bother about protected. We'll be discussing in detail in the chapter inheritance. So private data is not accessible to the outside world. The private data of any particular class cannot be used outside the class. So what if you want to use private data outside the class sometimes? Just recall your classes and objects. The data which is private can be accessible to the member functions of that particular class. Cannot be used outside the class. If you want to access it, you can access it through the member functions of that particular class only. So as per your textbook notations, a non-member function cannot access private data. What do you mean by non-member function? Non-member function is a member function which does not belong to that concerned class. In a simple way, private data is not accessible outside the class. So what if I want to access it outside? I can do it in C++ with the help of friend functions. Sometimes we may want to access the data of two different classes also. Just think of an example in a bank. We have a loan section, we have gold loan section, we have house loan section. In both, a person is having an account in gold loan and as well as in house loan also. Sometimes they want to share the data. The data of one particular section wants to share the data of other section. Of course, it's a private in both sections, but sometimes if you want to access, that is possible through friend functions in C++. Look at the simple example here. What is the class name? Class name is temperature. We have a data Celsius, which is private, and we have constructor, and we have a friend function declaration, a function preceded by the keyword friend. And look at the declaration. This is your declaration. You must know the difference between declaration, definition and call. The function declaration should be preceded by the keyword friend, and the function can be defined elsewhere in the program, just like your normal C++ functions. The function definition is outside the class. And one more important point to be noted down here is any member function, if you want to define outside the class, you need to define it with the help of scope resolution operator only, but not in the case of friend function. That is very important here. Look at this program clearly, the same program. Look at the class definition and friend function declaration. Friend int temp within brackets temperature. Now what do you mean by it? Look at the signature, that is your declaration here. What is the name of the friend function? Temp. What do you mean by int temp? Means you are going to return integer type of data. Within brackets, why class name? Temperature is a class name. See, no confusion regarding your declarations. If I put within brackets int, means you are going to access, you are going to pass integer type of data. Since class name is specified here in the sense, you are going to take object as an argument. Class name is nothing but, class is nothing but a data type. Look at the definition. Look at the definition. Int temp within brackets temperature T. T is an object here. The definition part is very important. Friend function which is defined outside the class without using scope resolution operator. And T dot Celsius is equal to 40. I am accessing it. Celsius, which is declared as private, I am accessing directly with object outside the class. And this is possible only in friend functions. Return t dot Celsius. Look at the main program. Object is created, tm, and temp within brackets tm. That is your function call. So we have one constructor here in this program and we have one friend function. And I told you many times in C++, in all my sessions, no confusion regarding your declarations, definitions and call. So in this program, we are using two classes without any confusion. Just check it out. Look at that line, class B semicolon. This is for the first time we are using something like this in C++. Declaration of class B. We didn't use the term declaration of any class in C++ till now. Class definition we used for the first time. Now look at class A. So what is the data value, and we have a constructor and there is a friend function name sum within brackets a comma b, two class names. A and B both are class names, means the sum is the function which is going to take two objects as arguments. We are going to take data from both the classes, private data from both the classes. This is your declarations. For this declaration, since class B is not defined at this time, so class B is declared. So that I can use a function something like this. Now look at class B. Look at class B, we have value and we have one constructor, as usual same declaration. See, the same friend function is declared in class A as well as in class B because it is taking two objects as arguments from both the classes. Now look at the definition part of the friend function. Int sum A v1 b v2. v1 v2 and these type of things. You just recall your formal parameters and actual parameters in C language. So return v1 dot value plus v2 dot value. That is, I am adding the data of one class and another class. The data of class A is added with data of class B. In the main program, we have two objects, small a and small b, and your call sum within brackets a comma b. The value of small a is passed to v1. v1 dot value is nothing but the value of class A, and b is passed to v2. v2 dot value is nothing but the data of class B. Friend class. Look at the syntax there. Class A which inside friend class B semicolon. So class B is declared as a friend of class A. So what does it mean? All the member functions of class B and became the friend functions of class A. So look at the classes here. What is the class name? Square. Look at the class definition. Inside class rectangle is declared as a friend class to class square. So what is the data in square side, and we have one constructor. Now come to class rectangle. So data, length and breadth. We have a member function get area, and look at that void shape. Look at that void shape. Member function within brackets square A, square, class square A, object A is object. So I am using the data here since it's made friend to the class rectangle. The data of class square is available to class rectangle here. So what is the data there? Side. Anything can be accessible only with the help of an object only. That's the reason why square A here. A is your object. A dot side, A dot side. Look at the main program. We have one object for square class and we have an object for rectangle class. No confusion regarding the objects. Rectangle dot shape. We are calling the member function shape. Rectangle dot shape within brackets square. Square is an object. So the object of one class is passed to the method of another class. The shape is a member function. The object of square class is passed as an argument to the member function of another class because it is made a friend class. So we can also make a function of one class as a friend of another class. This is important here. A function of one class as a friend of another class. We'll just do it as we did in the first session, right? A friend function. The only difference is we need to write the class name along with the scope resolution operator and the declaration before the name of that function in the class, whose friend it is being declared. Look at a simple example here. Look at the class A semicolon, it is forward declaration. Of course, as B needs A, we need to declare it. This is what you call forward declaration. So in class B, we have a member function display. It is only specified, the body is not declared. Look at the display within brackets capital A, small a. Capital A is your class name and small a is your object. Now come to class A definition. In class A definition, the display of class B, that is important here. Wherever we specify void, class name, scope resolution operator and function, it means it is of another class. The display is of class B is declared here as friend function. Now it is defined outside now. Look at void B scope resolution operator display. Look at the program. Class A is declared. In class B we have void display. Now come to class A definition. We have data X and we have one constructor and display is declared as a friend function. Now look at the definition here. Void B display within brackets A obj dot X. X is the data of class A. I am accessing using a friend method of class B. That is to be observed here. Now look at the main program here. B dot display within brackets A. So what are the characteristics of a friend function? The function is not in the scope of the class to which it has been declared as friend. It cannot be called using the object. That is very important here. You cannot call it using the object as it is not in the scope of that class. It can be invoked like a normal function without using the object. It cannot access the member names directly. It has to use an object name and dot operator. It can be declared either in the private or public part. You just observe the programs clearly, particularly you just observe the first program. It cannot be called using the object. Now, what do you mean with this term? Look at the first program. Any member function, you need to call it with the help of object dot member function. But here, a friend function is taking object as an argument. That is the reason why you are not calling with the help of object. We are not using object dot. Any friend function is always takes an object as an argument. Yeah, I'm giving two more programs. Look at this class name. Class name is sample, data A and B. We have functions set value. Look at that friend function mean, and within bracket sample s. No confusion regarding these type of things. It can be only sample. No need of putting s here. It is a declaration. Declaration always takes data type as a class name. Now come back to the definition part. Line number 16, 17, 18 and 19 is your friend function definition. Any friend function can be defined without using scope addition operator outside the class. And now come to the main program. What is your object? X is your object, capital X dot set value, and line number 24, you are calling the mean. This is important here. Any function you are supposed to call it with the help of object dot X dot set value. Set value is a member function, whereas mean is a member function, a special member function, a friend function, which you won't call it with the help of object, because the friend function itself takes objects as an argument. So we have another program here, class ABC, and look at this, line number 24, friend void max xyz comma ABC. Look at line number 3, your forward declaration, which we already discussed, but I am giving another simple example here. Biggest of two numbers. One is from one class and another is from another class. Look at the class definition, line number 5 onwards, class XYZ, and line number 9 is your set value, a member function, and line number 13 is your friend function declaration, and name of the function is MAX, which is taking two classes. Means you are going to pass two objects as argument from two different classes. Now look at the class definition of class ABC, 16 line number, and again we have line number 20 set value, and 24 is your declaration. Now look at definition in 27, void max. M and N. M is an object of XYZ and N is an object of ABC. I am just finding the biggest of two numbers. So look at line number 39 is your object of class XYZ, and line number 37 is an object of class ABC, and 41 is your call max. It's a friend function which is taking two objects as an arguments from two different classes.